It's the USA Sevens. It's Australia and England in the plate final. 50th meeting between these two. England with a 28-20-1 mark, leading the way. Last get together, England won the bowl final in Port Elizabeth back 28-19.
Well, Michael O'Connor selects the same team that beat Samoa in the plate semi-final. That match was won in extra time, courtesy of a try by strong running back Peter Schuster, wearing the number 5 jersey. Keep an eye out for Cameron Clark, who has been in scintillating form for this ever-improving Aussie side. England start for this match with their 2 speedsters, Marcus Watson and Dan Norton. And keep an eye out for the ginger hair of number 5, James Rodwell, England's most experienced player, playing in his 47th tournament.
I probably don't have to tell you, but those are the dulcet tones of Scottish great Scott Hastings. Joining me, Bill Seward, and that little youngster who made it all the way out, did his own version of Carlin Isles on the sprint. And on to the pitch come Australia and England in the plate final. England in white, Australia, of course, in that familiar fluorescent yellow. Australia in pool play lost to New Zealand 31-7. Took care of Fiji 22-21 thanks to a big kick by Cam Clark, a penalty goal. Then a victory over Scotland, a loss in the Cup quarterfinal to Samoa, and then took care of Argentina in the plate semifinal. England, on the other hand, losing to Samoa to open up the tournament, wins over Portugal and Uruguay, a loss to New Zealand, and then the plate semifinal victory over France. Marius van der Westhuizen, your referee for this one. A look at the captain, who's had himself a very good tournament. Tom Mitchell, first of all, for England. There's Jesse Parahi for Australia. Ready to get things started is Cam Clark. 39 points in the tournament. That leads the way at the moment. And Clark booms one downfield inside the 22. Taken by Burgess. Picked up by Parahi. The maul on. Flying in there was Foley to try to get a piece of the oval.
Again, good rat pet tackle there for Australia to turnover ball from England. Michael O'Connor looks on. Still got that cricketing hat on.
The first scrum between Australia and England. Set to put it in.
You can't kick it.
And Allen with the tap and go and putting some pressure on the England defense early, but can't find the mark to Schuster there. Coming back the other way, Ellery to Mitchell. And then running hard is Burgess, and he in turn gives to Jeff Williams. Williams back to Mitchell. Ellery, the offload. And does Mitchell have enough horse to win this race? It's a derby, I tell you. Mitchell's got it.
Well, Tom Mitchell's had a really strong tournament. His 4th try here in Vegas this weekend. And he's kicked a barrel load of conversions as well. Good running by Ellery. Ellery, who has handled the ball so well here in Vegas. The strong running, and because he's able to stand big in the tackle, the offload is good. And like a rabbit following Ellery out the hole, he's popped onto the pass.
Mitchell listed at 5'10 and 190. So 89 kg as I'm doing it in my brain here. And that might be wrong because I was never very good in any kind of math. But Mitchell is with the 40 points leading this tournament over Cam Clark.
And yeah, absolutely. And Cam Clark, as I said, has been in scintillating form. But Clark will still have an influence on this tie.
And it was Clark chasing him down the pitch, trying to deny that score. Had double motive on that move. Oh, going the other way. Hey, looky there. Con Foley, the captain. Steps back inside. Finds Cam Clark. Clark reverses, and Clark answering back with Mitchell.
He must have been listening to me. But he has been brilliant this weekend. Cameron Clark not only is kicking chores as well, But obviously, as you see from that stat, his 6th try and such an influence within this team. Right from the kickoff, just the anticipation, wasn't it? First of all, through Con Foley, the support and angled running, super little pass here. Switching the play.
Got 10 seconds.
Against the grain. Mitchell left flat-footed.
Time on.
It's a team game, but it's a personal battle right now between Cam Clark, who takes over the lead in the point scoring for this tournament, and Tom Mitchell of England. And Cam Clark, and you called the game. What a huge penalty goal to get that victory over Fiji in pool play. 4 up is Clark. New shooter coming out. Maybe Mitchell. Maybe Mitchell's going to go grab this restart. 7-5, England with the advantage. And on the restart, James Rodwell. Rodwell tries to send Burgess on a runner. He's taken down. Rodwell, stutter step, gives to Mitchell. Mitchell to Williams. Williams cuts back inside. Now Jeff Williams is loose. And Jeff Williams crossing the paint.
Well, the try scorers coming to the fore in this England performance. 4th try this weekend for Jeff Williams, and he gives such dynamism. Of course, he has been selected out in the centre to start with, but in this tie, he's been selected as a forward. But look at his angles of running. Gets inside Schuster, runs away from Malouf.
10 seconds.
Sometimes the stats don't lie. Australia's 2nd in this tourney in missed tackles. And by the way, England leading the tournament in tackle completion rate at 84%, and Australia toward the bottom at 66%. And they can't collar Williams, the Wallabies, and so they fall behind now by a 12-5 margin. Mitchell on the restart. Jeff Williams, by the way, a try against Portland, couple against Portugal, a couple of tries against Uruguay, and making it more domestic than it need be. Schuster holding on to it on the far side with just under 2 minutes to go. The line out, a bit astray, but picked up by the Wallabies. And Con Foley gets it popped up into the air. Trying to move ahead is Clark, and then Nick Malouf. Parahi. They move it outside to Clark. Clark knocked down well by Ellery. Parahi pushing outside, moving inside. Ellery with the takedown at the 22. Fa'alaba'al spinning back inside. Malouf getting closer. Australia. Zheledev gives up a couple meters. Not releasing. The call on Mike Ellery. And an advantage being played here as England wasn't 10 back from that start. Parahi off his fingers and going back. Of course, Marius van der Westhuizen going to move it back to that spot where England was law-breaking.
England's defensive line has been very, very good, putting Australia under pressure. Obviously, Marius van der Westhuizen clipped the England team because they approached on an offside line from the previous penalty. But this allows you can see just England, they're on that 5-metre line. They've got the defensive line stretched.
Coming on the cross, working the left side. Almost flipped was Zheledev. Foley. Allen looking inside and says, Jesse, you go with it. And Parahi tries the right side. A whistle with time expired in the first half. We'll see if this continues, though, as reaching into the pocket, the referee.
If you lift a player, make
well, remember, it's a yellow card, zero tolerance policy because the player was lifted. So Phil Burgess will spend 2 minutes on the bin. And if you look at that clock up there, Australia with 0 time left. Can they make this number advantage count?
Got a chance to get this one even with a converted try. Parahi Flipping it outside. Schuster's down. Peter Schuster with a try against Fiji, one against Argentina.
Good accuracy in the passing, wasn't it? He, on that occasion, it was just behind Schuster, actually, as across came the covering tackle from Tom Mitchell.
Conversion attempt to even this one up, and looking good. Even at 12 in Las Vegas at the intermission. And let's listen in to the huddles. First of all, the shield presentation and a victorious make it the bowl final. And Osea Kalinisau. Well, I've pretty much gone through all the hardware. I think they were in the bowl final, but it looks like a lazy Susan they're giving it in silver there.
Yeah.
Like a manhole cover, that thing's big enough.
So the top competition is the cup, then it goes to the plate, then the bowl, then the shield. So just as a reminder, but let's listen in.
You've got 1 minute left with this sim bit. Control the tempo of the game, yes? You have to work the socks off that minute to keep making attackers in particular. Then you get the ball, look after it, control it. Yeah, that's it, that's all it is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. 7 minutes, let's finish strong. Got a few more players in that ruck. See what the field goes spread out. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. 10 minutes.
Got a good one in the plate final as Cameron Clark stepping back up and going over the 200-point mark in his career. Just his 11th tournament. Impressive here. Started this contest with the points lead, and then Tom Mitchell of England overtook him by a few before Clark responded. It is a tight race for the points lead between Mitchell and Clark. All precincts have not reported yet. Got a half to play in sevens rugby at the USA Sevens. Stop number 4 of the HSBC Sevens World Series. Heading to Wellington next. Ellery goes up high to flip it back. Corralled by England. Jeff Williams. Taken down, and can England get it out of there? Mitchell, right, left. Marcus Watson, little move, and then some very pretty.
Well, we haven't seen too many individual tries where somebody has stepped inside the defence, but Marcus Watson's fast feet have absolutely left Jesse Parihi stone dead. Look at this. Showing the ball. What I liked about this one was the two hands. The two hands on the supposed pass on Mike Ellery on the outside. Showed it, stepped inside, and has the gas to finish it off.
Watson with the score, the conversion on through, and a 19-12 lead for England. Watson with a try against Portugal, also against France, and a big one here to give England the lead, as you see. And that's with a man down. Phil Burgess still having a seat on the sideline. Mitchell on the restart. Ellery zeroing in. Can he do it again? Parihi gets the best of that one. Bats it back, and the Wallabies in control at the moment. Spun the left side. Clark taken by Rodwell. Schuster straight ahead on Williams. Bull meets Bull.
Good play by Rodwell there. You see him and then quickly go. Well, I thought Tom Mitchell might have a quick go, but obviously waiting for the full complement with Phil Burgess coming on. So good play by Mitchell, recognising the fact that the time clock had gone.
Let's go.
So back at full strength now
Let's go, White.
is England with a 7-point lead. And under 5 minutes to go in this, the plate final. Oh, crossing through is Ellery, and you know what? You're not going to catch a guy like that moving that quick.
Well, get your protractors out because he hit a great angle. What was that, 36 degrees? Superb.
Once again, math, not really my strength.
Wonderful executed play here from England. Watson again teasing, again the ball in two hands. And the threat, you'll notice on the right of your picture, just running out, was Norton on the wraparound.
They went for it. You could say, in essence, there was a blunder from the man down under.
Oh, I can't respond to that one, but certainly Mike Ellery responded there for England. Super try, and it pushes England out into a commanding lead. Of course, these two teams last met in the bowl final in Port Elizabeth. Australia lost that one by 19 points to 28, so a similar sort of scoreline unwrapping here.
My apologies, I had to use that one. I know a continent hates me now, so get in line. But 26-12 England with the lead in this plate final. 3.5 to go. Mitchell up top. Once again, Ellery is just in the air and really a force for England on these kickoffs and restarts.
Yes, so important, the restarts in the game of rugby sevens. You know, when you consider that the stats leading into this, that 42% of all tries are scored from a turnover in possession and a regain at the restart.
Ready to feed Australia, and a free kick for them. Coming back the other way. And Allen dragged down right at the back of the jersey, the scruff of the neck, but heading into the corner there for Australia is Greg Geladev.
Well, I must say, brilliant refereeing from Marius van der Westhuizen, because Fa'alavaau had actually been tackled around the neck, but Geladev backed up brilliantly to score the try.
Well done, the Sydney University product, the high school 100-meter champion. The conversion missed.
Here you see the tackle that comes in, it's round the collar, so advantage was being played. Mitchell had scragged Fa'alavaau. He then pitched it up, and the support from Geladev got Australia the try.
Well done, Greg Geladev. And a 26-17 lead now. So still some time, not much. Australia needs to do some good things, and right now. And Malouf trying to get things started. Be the igniter on this one. Goes hard into that tackle with Norton. Working outside. Shannon Walker. In turn, Geladev hops inside the 22. Don't forget on Twitter, hashtag USA Sevens. Have your say our way.
I think England actually might just stick this down the touchline. I'm looking at the clock, 1:20. There's a big score clock just above the England players to your left of your picture in the Sam Boyd Stadium, and you'll just feel that Powell will add a little bit of forward momentum here. Mitchell goes off, Jeff Williams goes off. England quite happy to just stick it to the two tall pines in the middle from the line-out throw.
Let that clock keep ticking as we head down toward a minute to go in the plate final with England holding a 26-17 lead. The captain right there, Tom Mitchell, has had a great tournament.
Time off. Waiting for a ball.
Hey, careful.
Mitchell, as you can see, in no hurry at all. However, Marius van der Westhuizen just stopped the clock for a few seconds.
Under the watchful eye of a marsupial. Up top goes the ball, and Rodwell with the grab for England. Mitchell, flat pass to Norton. If he could have got through there, it would have been see you later, but coming back will be Shannon Walker. Walker got some wheels, and Walker, one of 9 kids, knows what this is like, going to the dinner table.
Brilliant by Shannon Walker. Well, he scored a try
in the
previous tie. For me, that was the try of the tournament against Argentina. Conversion to come is good.
We will restart.
Looky. We got an Archway cookie. Just 2 points away right now is Australia. And there's a restart. And Shannon Walker exhibiting the speed.
There's the hooter gone, so all that England need to do is retain possession and then pop it out.
Rodwell's got it. Norton pumps it into the stands, and that's full time. England, winners of the plate at the USA Sevens.
Well done. Thanks. Cheers. Thanks.
26-24, England,
Thanks, mate.
the victor in the plate.
Well, I'm with the England coach, Simon Amor. Simon, good in fits and starts this weekend. Happier with that?
No, pretty disappointed, to be honest. When the pressure came on in the bigger games, a lot of our guys didn't quite raise the level a bit. But pleased with some of the bits we played in that game, a bit more direct. We lacked a little bit of our shape and understanding what we practiced the last 3 or 4 weeks, and particularly defensively, I guess, really took a step back in these last few games. But overall, it's great to pick up a plate.
How do you solve the problems that you're seeing out there?
That's a great question. Working very hard. I mean, we've got the guys we've got, and that's and we'll continue to work incredibly hard, and we'll look for other bits and pieces there. But generally speaking, as long as they're making small steps forward, which a few of them did this weekend, a few steps back, then we'll be in a better place to come next time round.
Do you think Wellington plays into your strengths a little better than here?
No, I don't really think so, because a lot of the fundamentals of our game we've got to get better at. The simple facts of our breakdown skills, our defence, and areas of the game. A bit more direct in that game, which was good, but we've got a lot of work to do,
Thank you. Thanks.
A look at the captain, who's had himself a very good tournament. Tom Mitchell, first of all, for England. There's Jesse Parahi for Australia. Ready to get things started is Cam Clark. 39 points in the tournament. That leads the way at the moment. And Clark booms one downfield inside the 22. Taken by Burgess. Picked up by Parahi. The maul on. Flying in there was Foley to try to get a piece of the oval.
Again, good rat pet tackle there. For this match with their two speedsters, Marcus Watson and Dan Norton. And keep an eye out for the ginger hair of number 5, James Rodwell, England's most experienced player, playing in his 47th tournament.
I probably don't have to tell you, but those are the dulcet tones of Scottish great Scott Hastings. Joining me, Bill Seward, and that little youngster who made it all the way out, did his own version of Carlin Isles on the sprint. And on to the pitch come Australia and England in the plate final. England in white, Australia, of course, in that familiar fluorescent yellow. Australia in pool play, lost to New Zealand 31-7. Took care of Fiji 22-21 thanks to a big kick by Cam Clark, a penalty goal. Then a victory over Scotland, a loss in the Cup quarterfinal to Samoa, and then took care of Argentina in the plate semifinal. England, on the other hand, losing to Samoa to open up the tournament, wins over Portugal and Uruguay, a loss to New Zealand, and then the plate semifinal victory over France. Marius van der Westhuizen, your referee for this one. It's the USA Sevens. It's Australia and England in the plate final. 50th meeting between these two. England with a 28-20-1 mark leading the way. Last get together, England won the bowl final in Port Elizabeth back 28-19.
Well, Michael O'Connor selects the same team that beat Samoa in the plate semi-final. That match was won in extra time, courtesy of a try by strong running back Peter Schuster, wearing the number 5 jersey. Keep an eye out for Cameron Clark, who has been in scintillating form for this ever-improving Aussie side. England start for Australia to turn over ball from England. Michael O'Connor looks on. Still got that cricketing hat on.
The first scrum between Australia and England. Set to put it in.
You can't kick it. You can't kick it.
And Allen with the tap and go and putting some pressure on the England defense early, but can't find the mark to Schuster there. Coming back the other way, Ellery to Mitchell. And then running hard is Burgess, and he in turn gives to Jeff Williams.